John Miglosh for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Okay, so another round on the definition, and today I wanted to talk about why people don't like direct marketing. I worked in an ad agency for a couple of years, and we won 5 out of 5 of the pitches we did. And in every one of the pitches, they had me stand up and say, we know how to make advertising accountable. We know how to figure out what's working and what isn't. And in every case, the owner or the president said, that's what we want. We want somebody who tells us what's going on. So they hired us. And in every case, we had the initial client meeting, and I was barred from the initial client meeting and every other meeting basically after that. Why? So I asked our creative director, why? And they said, well, the ad managers don't want accountability. They want to win awards. They would rather have us do something really, really creative and breakthrough. And who knows if it works or it doesn't work. But then we win awards. And so the truth is, no one likes accountability. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So last time we talked about the #2 direct marketing agency in the world. This time I went to the Rap Collins worldwide site to see if they had anything on direct marketing. And lo and behold, if I can find this, they do. It says, October 13th, 2006, is it time to bury the name direct marketing? And, of course, they also have some things on how they won direct marketing accounts. But anyway, the article is from DM News, and it starts, pardon the popping around here, it starts with a story about trying to get farmers to buy a particular product, and so they gamified it, and they made a character and an app that you could download called Dr. Dirt. And Dr. Dirt told you what to do with your soils so that you would buy a lot of the stuff. And O'Hara from a different agency says, this is the essence of direct marketing, okay, where the customer and the business interact. Now, I've already made the case that has nothing to do with direct marketing. That is not direct marketing, because the most interactive is door-to-door salespeople, right? There is where the customer and the salesperson interact. It's absolutely true. Or retail. There's 100 other things that are more interactive than playing an app. Okay, but I made that point. Didn't I make that point already? Okay, so the article then goes on. It's in DM News. I'll put the link up. That direct marketing connotates a different thing if you grew up in direct marketing versus if you didn't. So those who have grown up in the direct marketing industry focus on consumers and using data. Okay, and those who don't say, it's direct mail or email or direct response TV. Do you see the focus? Okay, the focus is on the medium. And they said in the article that Google says the term is trending down, and I hope the term dies the way these huge agencies are using it. I hope it dies the way the Direct Marketing Agency Association used it. Great that they took direct out of their name. They never knew what it was for anyway. If you want to know what direct marketing is, it's a system. It's doing field valid experimentation. It's isolating the causal variable. It's finding out what's working. It's making your marketing accountable. And if you use data or if you don't use data, if you don't know what's going on, if you don't set it up right, as I told the story about GM, they had 200 or 300 variables on every customer they had for the credit card, but they didn't set it up to answer the number one question they had, which was, who would have bought the car if we hadn't given them the $5,000? Okay, and there's ways to answer that, and we're going to keep talking about this. And I don't care if Rap Collins knows what they're talking about, or Epsilon, or Wonderman. We're going to go to each of their sites, and we're going to try and figure out what they think direct marketing is, and then we're going to knock the tar out of it because they're totally wrong. And you know they're wrong. And I hope I get cease and desist letters from these companies, because that would just prove how scared they are to talk about what real direct marketing is. I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing.